Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you guys. If you are new, consider subscribing, alright? And when you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video like this one, you will be the first to watch, alright? Thank you so much guys. In today's video, I'm going to talk about top courses in the United Kingdom, alright? Courses you can consider studying, alright? Because from what I realized is that there are some courses nowadays outside that you can study them in some countries, all right, and they are going to give you a bit of exposure. What do I mean here? I mean there are some courses, if you study them, you may never land a job in that particular country, all right? And I went in for a research and I noticed that the United Kingdom is one country that is fast growing and also need a lot of people in certain fields, all right? So now I am going to list the courses for you. The first course you should study in the United Kingdom if you are opportune to do is biomedical or biological sciences, all right? If you are opportune to study biomedical or biological sciences in the UK, study the course, all right? It's worth studying it. Now, if you can do coronary heart, it is very important. The other course I can talk about, or I will talk about now, is nursing and medicine, all right? Try nursing and medicine. For those of you who are economics, keep going with economics, all right? Because economics is very important. If you study economics in UK, you are like this. Now, the other job, why will I be calling a course a job? The other course I am going to talk about is engineering, all right? Engineering, I will elaborate about that. The other course I will talk about is geology, earth sciences, and renewable resources, all right? This is actually my field of interest. I think I may start considering this one, all right, in as much as UK universities are concerned. Don't get me wrong. The other course you should study in the United Kingdom is education, all right? Education here, I am talking about physics, all right, teachers, math teachers, all right, biology teachers, economy teachers, history teachers, philosophy teachers, because the United Kingdom needs all of this. Now, let me talk about data science. Data science is also another course you can study in the United Kingdom, and it is going to increase or improve your life somehow, all right? Then the other course I will talk about is computer sciences, and the last one should be bioinformatics. Now, before I go to the first one, let me talk about the engineering. The engineering you are studying in the United Kingdom should be something like electrical or electronic engineering, civil engineering, all right, computer engineering, chemical engineering. These courses, if you study them in the United Kingdom, all right, because from what I realize is that there are a lot of firms, or let me say a lot of industries that need engineers, all right, but most students tend to shy away from some of these courses because of what I do not really know. So if you can enroll in any of these courses, it is going to be advantageous for you, all right? Remember, nothing in this life is ever easy. Now, let me go to the part of economics. Economics here, I mean you must be able to do something related to calculations. I understand a lot of people are running away from economics because of something called macroeconomics. All right, is it micro or macro? No, macroeconomics. But if you can do economics, you should be able to run calculations or to do calculations. And if you can do this, you are a superb somebody. The other course I talked about was nursing. All right, not just somebody with an expertise. If you can be able to assist in a medical field, it is worth it, because in the United Kingdom, or let me say in Europe in general, there are a lot of people who need more medical care, all right? The age group, or let me say the age between 50 is higher than almost most of our younger ones, all right? Or let me say the highest proportion of people in Europe need a lot of medical care or something. So if you must not be an expert, all right, to work in some of these facilities. Let me now talk about geology. There is a great need for researchers, all right, consultants, and also surveyors, miners in the geologic field. There is one particular lecturer, I used to call him the miner, all right, because he taught me one course that I was so in love with the course, all right, during my bachelor's days, because I did geology in the university. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you are a geologist, because somehow I used to hear people say, what is geology? If you are doing geology, it's crazy, it's crazy. Anything, let me quote this here, anything you are doing, irrespective of the fact that I'm saying top courses, I didn't say lower courses, I said top courses, Alright, which means that anything you are doing is highly needed and advantageous in its own way. So don't stop, keep moving. Alright, let me talk about education now. I already talked about education. Let me talk about data science. Yeah, data science here, I mean developers, web developers, tech engineers, and software developers or software engineers as well. This category of people, we all know we need all of them. All right, so if you are opportune to study this type of course in the United Kingdom, it is advantage you, because somehow someday you are going to rise above what you are at this particular moment. I know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's keep going. It is very important. Now let me go to the part of bioinformatics. All right, there is a growing knowledge, or let me say a growing need for biologists in the United Kingdom. That is a very good thing. Most universities in the world, especially schools in Europe, for example, Germany is an example. If you are a scientist in Germany, it helps you a lot, all right? Because most of the people I've had their cases are almost all of them are scientists in Germany. Very few people like this, the arts people, or let me say artists, would like get opportunities compared to the scientists, but everything you do is valuable, so know that. For now, for the part for the biological and medical scientists, there is a great need. First of all, if you are doing something related to biology, you should understand that most of the things you are going to be doing them in the lab. Now, what do they need? Lab technicians. All right, lab technicians. There is a great need for lab technicians in UK universities and UK schools. Have a high rate of researchers. From what I noticed, I don't know if there is another country in the world that have enough researchers like the UK. America might be one, Canada might be two, or maybe even Australia. I really don't know, but I know there are a lot of researchers in the United Kingdom. Right? Maybe because of the way their universities are, or something else. So these are some of the courses you should study in UK in order to like stand out of the crowd. Did I mention computer sciences? No. Now, if you are not doing computer sciences and you intend to do computer science, do it, because they also need cyber security men. They also need men to work with the IT. They also need people to do business analysis. All right. Remember, there is a video I did about Lithuania where I was talking about if you getting an admission to study IT or tech engineering in Lithuania, it is going to be very advantageous to you, because there are a lot of things involved, especially the rate at which crime is rising. There are a lot of people involved who need to manage cyber stuff. All right, so if you go to the United Kingdom, try, or before you even think of applying to schools in UK, think of geology, think of economics, think of engineering, think of nursing or medicine. All right, it's very important. Think of the education part. All right, you can be a teacher or a lecturer, it doesn't really matter. Think of bioinformatics, computer science and engineering, and also do not forget biological science and engineering. So these are some of the courses you can study in the United Kingdom. In subsequent videos, I'm going to talk about courses and their earnings in Austria. All right, but remember that as an international student, you will be doing this basically on part-time in case you find anything. All right, but when you finish with your studies, you are given like 6 months plus in the United Kingdom to look for a job. And remember, if you work with some of these companies during their day, and when you finish school, you will have the upper hand over someone who had never worked with any of the companies. All right, so that is the advantage of working with a company while in school before you graduate. All right, because you might just turn up to gain favor from this particular group or individuals. Guys, this is the end of today's video. Guys, if you haven't watched the other video I did about what was the video about 7 schools, cheaper schools in UK, please, the video is still on my channel. Make sure you watch the videos. There are absolutely some schools in the United Kingdom that are cheaper than others. All right, so don't get doomed outside. Verify the information before you apply. Thank you so much, guys, and until we meet again, peace.